Hello, class. Here is my week 3 assignment. I had titled mine IP Competitive Edge and Innovation. This is for Professor Wilcher's class in ENT 404, new product development for entrepreneurs. So let's go ahead and get started. Um, we're going to explore the world of intellectual properties or IP as I'll address throughout this presentation, and uncover real life examples that I'll list out. And we'll also discuss the strategic importance of business. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in. Um, so IP categories. The categories are patents, trademarks, and copyrights. So um, this here just kind of dives deep into what each one does and how it is protected. So before giving examples, I'll just um, let you know what these are all about. So patents, they protect the inventions and processes, granting exclusive rights to the inventor for a limited time. So patents aren't forever. Um, but basically, it just allows the creator to right to their creation. And then trademarks uh, protect brand identities like logos, their product name, their slogan, and it helps distinguish one company's offerings from another. So it's like what makes it different from its competitors. And then lastly, copyrights. It's safeguard creative works such as music, literature, books, movies, software, giving the creator exclusive control over their use. And then this copyrights, as I see it, is for non-tangible items. Like you can't grab a movie, you can't hold software in your hand, for the creativeness of it, at least. You can obviously hold a phone and whatnot in your hand. But each type of IP serves a unique purpose in protecting innovation and creativity. And then the foundation will kind of guide our exploration. So, that being said, we'll move on to treasure hunt. So, treasure hunt, we'll start off with patents. So, this goes into examples like technology. So, we have watches, we have smartwatches, we have Garmin's, I believe they're called. We have our phones, Android, Apple, flip phones, whatever. And then some appliances. Nowadays, we have appliances like refrigerators that have like games and stuff on it. And then we have just changing and trending with like stoves, sinks, dishwashers, all those fun stuff. And then pharmaceuticals, the patents can go within certain ingredients within a medication, um, which is often we have brand names, we have generic names, all that. Um, but a lot of the patents for the technology, what I find interesting is cameras that we have, and how it can change from year to year every time there's a new phone. Cool. So now we'll go down to continued with trademarks. So for trademarks, I identified well-known brand logos like the Nike swoosh, the check mark, and the McDonald's golden arches that you can see 2 miles down the street. And then each of their respective slogans, like just do it, super common, and I'm loving it. We hear it in the commercials all the time. So it's pretty recognizable and iconic. And then for copyrights. So for copyrights, I looked at creative works like I said earlier, movies, books, music, um, software, all that fun stuff. Um, we can see these examples by Netflix. We can use it by Spotify. We have the podcast app, um, and then a couple other things like Microsoft computers and whatnot. And so the significance of having IP. So the intellectual property adds value and protection in many ways. So patents encourage innovation by protecting new ideas and granting exclusivity, which can lead to market advantages. So it's what makes it different, what makes it stick out. And then trademarks, it builds consumer trust and loyalty through recognizable symbols and brandings. A lot of times, my mom likes to say that you're buying the brand, not the product. Whenever I was a kid and I would want Nike shirts rather than Reebok or Walmart or whatever else. And it's really true. Like I would much rather have uh, a regular Nike shirt than a rip-off Nike shirt, etc. And that's how most businesses get their income, get that trust, and get that bond going with their customers. And then lastly, for copyrights, it ensures creators are compensated for their work and giving credit, motivating continued cultural and creative outputs. So you get royalties for financial incentives, basically. And without IP, companies and creators would struggle to maintain their ownership, and innovation might be stagnant. And it prevents copycats. Like we see uh, a lot of knockoffs pretty frequently, and we see it throughout um, designs everywhere, even the ones that are patented and had the trademarks and have all the copyrights. So it's very interesting to see companies work in the light of patents and getting the opportunity to make sure that your work is your own. Uh, and then it's interesting for the small businesses when they can't afford to get something a patent or a license or whatever for their invention. And then a I like to think of Shark Tank. They like companies that already have patents, trademarks, copyrights. So that one, they know it's not stolen. Two, they know if they were to partner with someone, it's not going to get stolen from them, and etc. So I think a good way to look at it and good influences to get a good idea of what patents, trademarks, copyrights, the IP world is. I like to go to Shark Tank and I like to think about um, finding two things in like between a really well-known brand name like Nike, McDonald's, Apple, Tesla, all those things, and try to find another company like it. Look at lawsuits, all that good stuff. So, thank you for sitting in with me in this presentation, and I'm excited to hear your feedback. Thank you, guys.